Have you ever felt like you're at your wit's end, struggling to find a solution to a problem? You're not alone. Let me share a funny story about a time when someone misunderstood the meaning of this idiom. My friend, Sarah, was planning a surprise party for her boyfriend, but everything seemed to be going wrong. She told me, "I'm at my wit's end. I've been running around all day, trying to get everything ready. And now the caterer canceled at the last minute." I explained to her that at your wit's end means you've run out of ideas and are extremely frustrated. Not that your brain has physically ended. Sarah felt so silly when she realized her mistake. But it just goes to show how important it is to understand the true meaning of common idioms like this one. Let me give you a better example of how to use at their wit's end correctly. Imagine you're a busy parent trying to juggle work, household chores, and caring for your kids. You've been running around all day, and nothing seems to be going right. The kids are fighting, the laundry is piling up, and you just can't seem to catch a break. That's when you might say, "I'm at my wit's end. I don't know how I'm going to get everything done." To help you remember the meaning of at their wit's end, think of someone pulling their hair out in frustration. That visual image can really capture the sense of being completely overwhelmed and at the end of their rope. The origin of this idiom dates back to the 14th century, when it was used to describe someone who had exhausted all of their mental resources and could no longer think clearly. It reflects the idea that the mind, or wits, can become depleted, just like physical resources. Similar idioms include "at the end of your rope" and "at the end of your tether." While these convey a similar sense of being overwhelmed, "at one's wit's end" emphasizes mental exhaustion, while "at the end of one's rope/tether" can suggest both physical and mental limits. For example, you could say, "I'm at my wit's end trying to finish this project on time." Or you could rephrase it as, "I'm completely stressed out and don't know how I'm going to get this done." The meaning is similar, but the idiom adds a more vivid and expressive way of communicating the feeling. I remember a time when my colleague, Alex, was planning a big presentation for our team. He was so stressed out and kept saying he was at his wit's end trying to get everything ready. But he used the idiom perfectly, and it really conveyed how overwhelmed he felt. One common mistake people make is using "at their wit's end" to describe a situation that's not actually that stressful or overwhelming. For example, saying "I'm at my wit's end trying to decide what to have for dinner" would be an inappropriate use of the idiom. The key is to reserve it for truly challenging, frustrating, or desperate situations. Let's test your understanding of this idiom. When would someone say they are at their wit's end? A. When they are extremely happy. B. When they have tried everything and don't know what to do next. C. When they are starting a new project. Answer, B. I hope this lesson has helped you better understand the meaning and usage of the idiom "at their wit's end." Remember, mastering common idioms like this one can really improve your English communication skills. Now it's your turn. Share a time when you felt at your wit's end in the comments below. And be sure to like and subscribe for more English idiom lessons.